Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. Tuesday baseball on the show. It's the Cleveland Guardians taking on the New York Yankees. John Sciambi alongside Chris Singleton, and two top-level arms taking the mound in this one, Singy. These are the types of matchups you look forward to as a fan.
Boogan, is an offense coming into a game like this on either side. You know that pitcher's not going to make many mistakes, if any. So when he does, you have to take advantage. When you have that inning where you can push across a run or two, maybe more, you better make it happen then, because if you don't, you may not get the opportunity again.
So almost ready to get underway, and today's starter, number 31. But Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound.
Well, I'll say this. Every player wants to perform well at their home ballpark, in front of their fans, in front of the city. And you know this guy no different. He wants to be more effective here. So, you look at the numbers. They haven't been great at home. I'm sure he wants to turn that around, and we'll see if he's able to start that in this one.
Ready to go now? So in now for Cleveland, Stephen Kwan. Swing and a miss. That one at 99. And the count is 2-2. Up the middle, Chisholm tosses to first. Off one down. Here's the Guardians lineup now, and the key to victory for them here: get their starter some run support early.
Boog, if they can get him that run support early, it's likely the other team folds, because they know how dominant he can be once he gets settled in. So put pressure on that other team right away. Jump out to a lead early, and a few runs is going to feel like 30.
The 1-1. No. Just off the inside edge.
2-1.
Fastball for a strike.
Good zip on that fastball at the bottom of the zone. If he's there all day, it's going to be a tough one for the hitters.
The other way. Fair ball. And that rolls into the corner. Around first and hustling for second. Oh, he throws it away. And he'll reach second with one away.
He was all over that one. With the pitch away, that's exactly what you want to do with it. Drive it the other way. And right there, just barely able to keep it fair down the line for the double.
Here's Jose Ramirez. Drive, and that should be extra bases. Around third, he will score, and they take the lead. 1-0. He's in at second with a one-out double.
Off the bat, it was heading for the gap all the way, and as a hitter, you love seeing those as you take your first couple of steps out of the box. You know you got some real estate to run on. It's such a good feeling. Nice liner into the gap right there.
And the batter now is Rhys Hoskins. Cleveland up a run, looking for more. Hoskins swings and blasts a high fly ball. Deep left field. That's back and out of here. He'll touch them all. It's 3-0.
He hasn't been at his best at the plate these last few games, so this could end up being an important home run for him. Maybe it's a sign of more to come. Most times it's the pitcher looking at the scoreboard for velocity, but in this case it's the hitter. He just turned around triple digits at the dish. I don't even know how he saw that pitch. Maybe he didn't, but he got a home run out of it.
Stepping up for the Guardians, Kyle Mansardo. Swing and a miss. 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strike.
And the pitch. Got it by him for the K. 2 outs, bases empty. Here's Brian Rocchio. And that's a little bit high. 2-1.
Lots of pitches thrown in this first inning. It's kind of that nightmare scenario for starting pitching. But you know what? It's still early enough. He can settle in. He can get some length if he just cleans up his mechanics a little bit.
In the air, left field, down the line. He's got it. And that is out number 3. Cleveland with a pair on this blast. It's now 3-0. Back after this on the show. Back in the Bronx and towing the slab in this one, Gavin Williams. And Chris, pitching on the road has not been particularly kind to him.
Yeah, and you don't want to be too quick to say that he can't pitch on the road. Sometimes, it's just a matter of luck. It's not having a feel. Difference between the bullpen mound to the mound out there on the playing field. Don't know what it is, but I know this. He's got good enough stuff to overcome and get it done on the road as well as at home. So we'll see what he's able to do in this one.
Right-hander kicks, deals. Battling here as he fouls it away. The wind of the pitch. The shortstop takes the ball.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Very frustrating right there as a speedy potential base runner when 2 strikes, you just struggle to put the ball in play. You don't even have to get a hit at that point. You can help your team just by reaching on an error, but some way you got to find a way to shorten up the swing and put the ball in play next time.
Started to go at the 1-2, but check on it to third, and that's going to be ruled a swing.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
1 strike.
Next offering is in for a strike.
For whatever reasons, this is a hitter that performs better in night games. We'll see what he brings in this one.
Outside low. Full count now. The Guardians leading by 3 here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Got him. Strikes out the side to begin the game. What a start. Nothing across here this half. We head to the second from the big ballpark in the Bronx. Guardians 3 and the Yankees nothing. Back at Yankee Stadium, and here's the catcher, Bo Naylor. That one well upstairs. 2-1. And there's the strike. Singy wasn't very sharp in the first, got hit around a little bit, just wasn't able to locate particularly well. A lot of stuff for the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, Boog, he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to be because it's not always obvious what adjustments need to be made. Sometimes it's location, sometimes it's being too predictable. Sometimes you're tipping your pitches. He's going to need to figure it out quickly, though.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. The wind of the pitch. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Bellinger sizes this one up, brings it in. And there's one away. And up next for Cleveland, Angel Martinez. One down, base is empty. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
The pitch. And another ball.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire's strike zone.
Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Gabriel Arias digs in for the Guardians. That one a little bit high, and it's 2-1. Two out, space is empty. And that's off the inside edge. 3 balls and a strike. And here it comes. 3-1, and he couldn't come up with it.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
So the lineup flips over. Here's the Cleveland leadoff hitter, Stephen Kwan. Two outs. That one missed.
Well, he's so great about hitting the ball the other way. He gets those arms extended. So right there, just trying to straighten him up a little bit so he doesn't have as much outside plate coverage.
In for a strike. 2-2 now. Good job to fight that one off. Two now. That one ripped right center field. That's back there. Out of here. A gigantic blast. His 9th homer of the year. It's 5-zip. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
George Valera getting ready to hit. And a pitch. That's off the mark. 2-1. Two runs across in the inning here at the top of the second. Popped in the air, left side. McMahon settles underneath it. Drops into the glove. And that is that. But two come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. And the lead is now 5-0. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Giancarlo Stanton to the plate now.
Giancarlo Stanton.
Line drive, caught.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still drive you absolutely crazy.
Right.
And now the first baseman. Kicks and deals. That's hard hit on the line. 2 down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it, but in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
And another ball.
Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
Fouls one off. 2-2. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. So the Yanks go in order. It's 5-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's Jose Ramirez. And a pitch. And that one missing low. Nowadays, with advanced metrics and increased use of moving the infielders around, defense isn't necessarily about making errors. Are you able to get to the ball? Are you able to position fielders where hitters hit the ball, but within the new shift rules? Now a high fly ball out to left center. Bellinger makes the grab, one down.
And an area that goes unnoticed is the coach that's responsible for positioning, and then the research person that's providing the information. So what we're seeing in baseball, so many more people behind the scenes that are contributing to the success between the lines.
Swing and a pop up in foul ground. McMahon drifts towards it. 2 down. Back when you played, it wasn't the empirical data we have now. It was a guy with a ruler and a diamond taking a colored pencil and drawing a line where he thought someone had hit the ball, right?
That, or just going off of gut or feel. What does it look like his swing is today? What's the pitcher throwing? They are sticking to the metrics and what seems to be most consistent for that hitter, regardless of who the pitcher is on the mound.
And he deals. Got one fouled off. 2-2. Got him swinging. The Guardians go down in order, but they hold a 5-0 lead. Back at Yankee Stadium as we go to the last of the third. And stepping in for the Yankees, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Righty delivers. And that is in for a strike. Counts full, 3-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. (3-2). Stays alive. And a payoff pitch. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. The kick, the 3-2. Hard ground ball, base down. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Now at the plate, Austin Wells. And another ball. Chisholm aboard here at first with nobody out. Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. Ball outside. Safe in second, and that was not close.
You don't usually see teams try to claw back into games by being aggressive on the base pass like this, but it's still early in this one. This kind of tells me they're going to try to tackle this one 1 run at a time instead of waiting back for a big 3-run homer.
Right through there for a strike.
3-1 count, saying to himself, I've got to get a fastball here. Just spins a get-me-over breaking ball to bring the count full.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in the last half of the third. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Martinez under it. Makes the grab. Runner tags at second. He makes it to third. Good base running to move up with only 1 out. So a man aboard. And up next for New York, Ryan McMahon. When you talk about elite defensive third baseman, this guy is at the top of the list. Pitch misses, and a count 2-1.
Stud. When you look at players like this, you play that hot corner. Got to be pretty courageous over there with the way balls come off the bat. That's the kind of guy that every year you expect him to be in the All-Star game and have a Gold Glove, if not a Platinum Glove.
Two down. The punch out there. 2 away.
Man, that slider bearing in on your hands like that, it's just so tough to fight off. It's kind of like a cutter. It just can eat you up, saw you off. I'll tell you what, hitters have nightmares about that pitch. Perfectly executed out there on the mound.
Kicks and fires. Way out front for strike 2. So what are the skills you look for that make a really good defensive third baseman that elite?
Oh, Boog, one of the things I think about.
Couldn't catch up to the heater. One left for the Yankees. Still looking at that 5-0 deficit. Here at new Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Ryan Rocchio. The next pitch misses. Ball 2. The pitch. That misses. 3-1 now. Singing 4 homers in 22 games at Old Yankee Stadium. What do you remember?
Well, I remember my rookie year hitting 2 in one game. And, before that game in the clubhouse, there was a gentleman there who owned a suit company there in downtown Manhattan. And he said to me, "Hey, kid, you hit a home run in the game tonight. Come over to the store tomorrow and I'll give you a free suit."
And down on strikes he goes. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
And the right-hander deals. There's a swing and a miss.
So I went into the game. I happened to hit 2 when I walked into the store the next day, and he looked at me and said, "You're trying to put me out of business, aren't you?" And that was a great experience that I had as a rookie playing against the Yankees, playing in New York.
And down on strikes. And there's 2 down.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
2 outs, base is empty. Stepping in, Angel Martinez. On a strike, the pitch. That one down the line into the outfield, base hit. And that keeps the inning going. So did Super Joe give you 2 suits?
Super Joe hooked me up with 2 suits.
Shortstop,
Gabriel Arias digs in for the Guardians. Here comes a pitch. Swings through that one for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Martinez leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. 3rd out, 1 left for the Guardians as they are unable to add to their 5-0 lead. Back in New York,
Leading
bottom of
off
the
for the
fourth, now the
Yankees.
left fielder, Cody
The left
Bellinger.
fielder, Cody.
For you growing up
Bellinger.
in New York City, I mean, you're a big sports fan. Tell me about your experience with the Yankees growing up.
I really went to Shea Stadium more than I did to Yankee Stadium. I grew up a Phillies fan. There was one game, though, that I went to as a kid. I sat in the upper deck. It was the game that Bo Jackson hit 3 homers in his first 3 plate appearances and then hurt his shoulder diving for Deion Sanders inside the park home run. That's probably the most memorable game that I ever attended as a fan at Old Yankee Stadium. Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on base and slugging too.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power. But then if this hitter gets a strike or 2 on him, he's still very comfortable. And because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
That's a laser base hit.
That play looks routine defensively, but with all of the little nooks, it can get real tricky down in the corner. Kept it to a long single. Nice defensive play.
Man at first with 1 gone. Here's Stanton now. And the pitch. And 1-2.
1-2.
Man at first, 1 away. On the ground, a short could be 2. Arias. Off balance feed, there's 1. And it's a double play to end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. On to the top of the 5th we go. It's the Guardians 5 and the Yankees nothing. Ready now for the 5th inning. So in now for Cleveland, Stephen Kwan. The pitch. And it is 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And the slider catches the zone. That one is absolutely belted. And it one-hops the wall. And that's a leadoff double.
2 hits for him in this one, both for extra bases. Got to feel good about that. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Number 31 departs, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break. Will Warren will take over here.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
So a man aboard. Now it's the right fielder, George Valera. Here's a 1-1. Right through there for a strike.
1 ball.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out. And we're at the top of the 5th. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Around third. The throw in, but it's offline.
Well done. Drives in the run. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
Jose Ramirez now at the plate. Man at second. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. One on, nobody out, a run in here in game one of this 3-game set. And that's in the dirt. Now 2-2. Activity in the bullpen. Kevin Castro getting loose out there for Aaron Boone. Right-handed reliever. That one way inside. Righty to the plate. Now a screamer into the outfield. Judge settles under it and makes the catch. Runner tags at second. In there safely.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Rhys Hoskins.
And it's Rhys Hoskins up to the dish.
Fly ball to the outfield for a sac fly. Soft ground ball to the right side. Find a hole. He can attack this a few ways, but the one thing he can't do is strike out. Clearly trying to stay back a little bit longer for that changeup as he fouls that fastball back.
The pitch. And another ball.
In this situation, he's trying to get you to pop something up or jam you. That's a really good take, knowing you got an opportunity to drive in a run here.
In the air, left side. Snags it on the run. Runner tagging from third.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay close.
Stepping up for the Guardians, Kyle Mansardo. Two outs. And he hits a ground ball right side. That's a base hit. Run scores.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
And up next for Cleveland, Brian Rocchio. Next offering is in for a strike. At the belt and fires. And that's outside.
Oh, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
And the righty deals. Just missed.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Kicks and deals. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. They get 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Guardians 7 and the Yankees nothing. Back in the Bronx. And now here is number 22.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out. You know, these Yankees just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
The pitch. Ground ball left side. And the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Now it's Trent Grisham to the plate.
And on the mound, you know, confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
One down, base is empty. Popped up. Arias has this one sized up. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down.
The batter, number 13, second baseman,
Jazz Chisholm Jr. now.
Oh, boy, a lot has changed for this kid from the Bahamas. Jazz was signed by the Diamondbacks as a free agent for $200,000. 4 years later, was traded to Miami and played for the Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp before getting his call to the big leagues. He's a player on the rise.
Swings and misses, struck him out. 1-2-3 go the Yankees. Not going their way. It's 7-0. Back now in the Bronx. New inning getting started. Bo Naylor at the plate now. Next offering is in for a strike.
Backdoored him with a breaking ball. Just got the corner. There's nothing you can really do with that.
That's off the mark, and it's 2-2. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. And another ball.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Liner, base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Man at first. Here's the center fielder, Angel Martinez. That misses, and it's 2-1.
You know, these Guardians, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. Still able to get it there in time. And they do get the out.
This is what it's all about on that right side of the diamond when we've got the first baseman involved and the pitcher as well. The first baseman does a great job, knocks the ball down, gets away from him a little bit, doesn't panic. The pitcher's exactly where he's supposed to be. Nice feed and a nice play for the out.
So in now for Cleveland, Gabriel Arias. Man at second. And base hit into third now. So runners at the corners and 1 out.
Well, the last 10 games or so have been anything but fun at the plate for him, so that one has to feel good. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
So the Guardians lineup turns over. Stepping up for the Guardians, Stephen Kwan. Right-hander kick steals. And that one is lifted in the air. Grisham makes the grab. Runner tags for home. He's in on the sacrifice fly. And it's an 8-run lead.
In that situation, you're looking to get something up in the zone that you can put in the air. Worst case scenario, a sacrifice fly to drive in that runner from third.
And now the right fielder, George Valera. Arias off the first with 2 away. Hard hit, left field, base hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away. And now it's switch hitting third baseman Jose Ramirez. And that's outside. Now 3-1. First and second, 2 down. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Fought off foul. And here it comes. And that'll load the bases.
Speaking of walks, did you see anything special during your walk into the ballpark today? I know you like to take in all the surroundings.
I just love interacting with the people. It's just fun to connect. I mean, as I was headed up to the booth, one guy shouted at me, "Make sure to say hi to Kenny." 2 outs. Popped up. Rosario in position. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. So they get one, but end up leaving the bases loaded. 8-9-1 scheduled in the bottom of the 6th. Guardians 8 and the Yankees nothing. Here's the catcher to hit, Austin Wells. His righty-lefty splits there. The 2-1.
Well, every pitcher wants run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
And there's a ball. They've got a potent lineup. And when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. The wind of the pitch. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, he's on a great run of strikeouts and showing excellent control and command, not walking opposing batters. You know, this offense, they've got to find a way to break his rhythm, put the bat on the ball, maybe try to bunt for a base hit, get him off the mound, moving around, step out, something to interrupt his timing because he's coming right after these guys.
The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball.
That must be incredibly frustrating for the pitcher, but this is all about creating more action and speeding up the game, and it's working.
The Yankees with a lot of ground to make up here in the bottom of the 6th. Outside, and that is ball 4.
It's tough after falling behind a hitter, 2 balls and no strikes, but now at least he gets a fresh start against a new batter. But he needs to get back into the strike zone and start pitching with conviction.
On a line, base hit. They get it in quickly. First and second, now 1 out. Here comes Cody Bellinger. So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
This isn't a pitcher that softens up when he starts to show signs of fatigue. I mean, his stuff stays sharp. Makes these at-bats more difficult than they normally would be against other pitchers at this stage of the game. Oh, you know that's got to be very frustrating for this guy. He knows the strike zone extremely well. And you know what? Good hitters are not going to compromise. He'll take that punch out, but ultimately stick with his plan and have more success than anything else.
Aaron Judge at the plate. Here's a 1-1. And Judge spoils that one. Out to short. They take the force out with room to spare, and that's the inning. Yanks strand a pair. Still 8-0. And we're back. Top of inning number 7. Now here is Kyle Manzardo.
The first baseman, number 9, Kyle.
And the pitch. And that's outside. Activity in the bullpen for the Yankees. Kevin Castro preparing to come on if needed. The 2-1. Just missed.
3-1.
There's a swing and a drive. And that one hops the wall. Now he'll turn for second. Not in time. He's safe.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Off the bat, that one registered at 105 miles per hour, man. That is smoking, and these days you hear it all the time, but the numbers just don't lie. If you can drive a ball like that, more often than not, you're picking up a knock.
So a man aboard. Now it's the second baseman, Ryan Rocchio. The 1-1. And a big swing and a miss.
1-2.
That one missed. No outs. Runner on second. Foul ball. Another 2-2 upcoming. And they'll do it again. On its way to the corner. Drifts towards it. Reaches over the wall. And he's got it.
Now back. The catcher. New.
Digs in for the Guardians. Next offering is downstairs. Wouldn't chase that time. Manzardo over at second, one down. Swing and a pop-up. Chisholm under it. Hauls it in for the out. Now it's the switch-hitting outfielder, Angel Martinez. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Gets him to chase after that one.
1 ball.
That misses the zone, and it's 2-2. Swings through it for the K. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. Guardians lead 1 as it remains an 8-0 game. Bottom of the inning. Now here's Giancarlo Stanton.
The designated hitter, Giancarlo.
Wanted to kick the pitch.
Stanton.
Liner snagged it first.
He put a really good swing on that pitch and hit the ball hard. You know, line drives won't always find a hole, but the more you can hit the ball like that with good exit velo, the better off you're going to be in the long run. Changing speeds has this lineup completely off balance in this one. We've seen a lot of mistimed swings, and it's been a challenge for these hitters to get their rhythm right.
Digging in, number 22. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone.
This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with a mix of pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot inconsistent for the batter. Their swings are hesitant, and that's exactly what you want on the mound.
Got him. 2 up, 2 down. Two outs, base is empty. Trent Grisham stepping in now for the Yankees. Next pitch misses inside, and a count 2-1. Right through there for a strike.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Yanks held in check, and they're on the short end of an 8-0 score. Back at Yankee Stadium, here's the shortstop at the plate, Gabriel Arias. The 1-1. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2. Movement in the Yankees pen. Kevin Castro getting loose out there for Aaron Boone. On the ground, right side. Sends it to first. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th.
The batter, the left fielder, Stephen Kwan.
Here's the left fielder, Stephen Kwan. Two balls and a strike. Here it comes. There's a strike. Next one misses, and that's ball 3.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Got him looking. Yeah, there's 2 away.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
2 outs. Ground ball right side, and foul ball.
Well, 2 outs and a chance to put up a 0 on the scoreboard here, and that's not something that's come easy for this staff in this one.
Here's a rocket out to left. And that is that. Guardians go down 1-2-3 as the lead holds at 8-0. Logan Allen gets the ball now.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees.
The second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
1-1. Well struck right field. Back there. He shoots one out to right. That's a special one. 100 career homers. And they've got their first run. It's 8-1.
Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the ball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
And here is Austin Wells. Not close with that one. 2-1. Left-hand hitter waits. Swing and a miss as he was out front. Just misses with that one.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Everyone's trying to elevate the ball in today's game, but if you can hit a ball that hard on the ground, it's going to find some holes.
Man at first, Ryan McMahon stepping in now for the Yankees. And now the lefty. That's inside.
2-2.
And a pop-up on the left side of the infield. Moving under this one. And there's one away.
The batter, the shortstop, Ahmed. Rosario.
And now it's Ahmed Rosario. One run across in the frame so far here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Just off the outside edge, and it's 2-1.
One strike.
And strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And he deals. Swing and a miss. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
And there's another strikeout, and those are just continuing to pile on. His confidence level has got to be dropped. He's got to find a way to make an adjustment and get back on track. His team needs him.
On the ground, and it goes just foul. And a pitch. Struck him out looking. So it may be too little too late, but they're on the board here in the late going. It's now 8-1. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Kevin Castro.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Righty delivers. Ripped on the ground to second. The throw to first. One up, one down. And now Rhys Hoskins. The Guardians up big in this one here at the top of the 9th. Next pitch is downstairs. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Jake Bird getting loose out there for Aaron Boone. De Los Santos, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. Swing and a miss as he was late. Got him swinging for the strikeout. He swung over top of the curveball.
Perfectly executed 12-6 curveball right there, and with that kind of break, if you can drop it in below the zone like that, it's going to look like a strike the entire way coming in and then just disappear. So hard to get under the ball unless you're really gearing up for it, and you might need a pitching wedge.
Sends it across to first, and the inning is over. No runs, no hits, no errors. Hard in the order, 3, 4, 5 will get their shot in the bottom of the 9th. Guardian. And welcome back to the ballpark. Last chance for the home team. And now big number 99, Aaron Judge. The 1-1 is fouled off. The 1-2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Now back, the designated hitter.
He's 2 outs away. Giancarlo Stanton at the plate. The Yanks with a lot of ground to make up here in the last half of inning number 9. Kicks and fires. Swings and misses. Now only 1 out remaining. And here's the first baseman.
Number 22. Right.
That one missing inside. They're down to their final strike. 2 down, nobody on. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. That's the ball game.
It's always nice to grab the opener of a series. You come into a new ballpark and just sometimes things aren't as comfortable as what you've been used to. The mound doesn't look straight. The background isn't what you like, but they didn't let any of those things distract them. In fact, they looked like they were playing a home game. Excellent job to set the tone for this series.
And this one finishes with a final of 8-1. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.
The final line.
And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. We bring you Wednesday Night Baseball on the show. It's the Cleveland Guardians taking on the New York Yankees. Joined by my partner, Chris Singleton. I'm John Shambi. And Chris, we've got an opportunity to watch one of the true superstars of the sport, Jose Ramirez.
Yeah, Boog, he's one of the pillars of this lineup. And when you have a guy like that that's so consistent and so productive, you want to make sure you can do whatever you can to get him to the plate. Get him as many at-bats as you can in a ball game. If you do that, you got a really good chance of scoring a lot of runs.
And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. About to get started here. Now the starting pitcher in this one, Max Fried. Chris, he is a fun one to watch do his thing out there.
Well, he comes in carrying a career ERA under 3. He's been fantastic ever since he broke into the big leagues. Can't wait to watch him pitch today.
Ready to go now? So in now for Cleveland, Stephen Kwan. That one the other way. Pulls it in. One away. Here's the Guardians lineup now. It features a great veteran presence, Jose Ramirez.
Well, his teammates keep feeding him, and he keeps on eating. Top 5 in the American League in RBIs, and he's become a go-to guy you want to see at the plate. If you root for this team, he's the guy you want up there with runners on base right now.
Here's a 1-1. And another ball. One out, base is empty. Out there to center. Grisham settles under it. Hauls it in for the out. And it's Rhys Hoskins up to the dish. Two down, nobody on. Outside. Ball 2. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. And that's a double.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
So man aboard. Now it's the DH, David Fry. Man at second. On the ground. And that chance handled. Sends it to first. And that will end the inning. Guardians nothing. Yankees coming to bat. It's Major League Baseball on the show. And we're back. And on the hill today, Tanner Bybee. And Chris, pitching on the road has not been particularly kind to him.
Yeah, and you don't want to be too quick to say that he can't pitch on the road. Sometimes, you know, it's just a matter of luck. It's not having a feel. Difference between the bullpen mound to the mound out there on the playing field. Don't know what it is, but I know this. He's got good enough stuff to overcome and get it done on the road as well as at home. So we'll see what he's able to do in this one.
Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 1-2.
I think he was a little excited there. Saw the fastball, but needed a step ladder to get to that one. He's going to have to tighten it back up. He wants to have a good at-bat.
Swings and misses. Struck him out.
It's been a pretty rough start to this series for him at the plate. 3 strikeouts in the first game yesterday. Another one right there. They've clearly got a great plan for how to deal with this guy right now.
One down. There comes Cody Bellinger. And there's a ball.
This is a hitter who takes his game to another level, playing at night.
Next offering in there for a strike. And that is strike 2.
3-2.
Got him swinging.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. And now a 2-out opportunity for Giancarlo Stanton.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Giancarlo Stanton to the plate now. 2 outs.
That's ball 3.
That one's in there, and it's a full count.
3-2, 2-out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Righty to the plate, and there's ball 4.
That's it. Ball 4.
You know, Boog, it's been said these guys are savages in the box. You can see it right there with such tight plate discipline.
First and second, 2 down. Now it's the rookie first baseman. Bounce to the right, and that one handled in plenty of time to first. That's the 3rd out. Yanks strand a pair. We played an inning, no score. Back in New York. Now here is number 10.
The second baseman.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
Next offering in there for a strike. Now 1-2. Wouldn't chase that time. Patrick Johnson behind the plate.
Patty Johnson to some, Boog, but I'd ask permission first before I called him that. Does a pretty good job back there. Occasionally we'll see a couple of sideways looks from players, but that kind of comes with the territory, right?
The wind and the pitch. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. Outside, and that is ball 4.
That could be a tone setter for the inning. 4 straight pitches and leadoff batters on base. We'll see if the next guy waits until there's a called strike before he takes the bat off the shoulder.
And now Gabriel Arias. Right field down the line, and that one slices foul. Step off, throw to first. Back standing. He's in there safely. Nobody out, runner at first. In the dirt, and that's ball 3.
So here we go. Base runner at first, could be running on the pitch. He's got good enough speed to steal the bag to get in scoring position, even if it's a swing and miss at the plate.
Payoff pitch, and he walked him. Angel Martinez digs in for the Guardians. Fastball for a strike. Left field. Bellinger sizing this one up. Drops into the glove. Can't field it cleanly. Bo Naylor at the plate now.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level. The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
2 on, 1 out. Stays alive. 3-2 on the way. He fouls it off. We'll do it again. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Hits and misses. It's a strikeout.
Billy, it becomes pretty difficult as a teammate when a guy's struggling like this. You don't know if you want to go up and tell him to keep swinging it or if you want to give him his space, what exactly he needs. But right now, it's clearly a struggle for him, and you're just hoping that somehow, some way it'll click, and he can get out of this as quickly as possible.
So first and second with 2 outs. Nolan Jones digs in for the Guardians. And that's ripped for a base hit. Headed for the plate. Here's the throw. It's offline, and he scores.
Picks himself up an RBI. We often hear the phrase, short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive in the center field.
So the batting order turns over. Now here is Stephen Kwan.
Outside, that's
and it is 2-1.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Cleveland up a run, looking for more. He swings and hits a fly ball, center field. Grisham makes the catch, and that is that. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. It's an early 1-0 lead. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Bottom of the inning. Now it's Trent Grisham to the plate.
The center fielder, Trent Grisham.
The 1-2. Strike 3. Got him looking on the changeup.
Batting 7.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. now.
Chisholm Jr.
Next pitch is outside. One down, base is empty. Fouls one away, and now 3-2. The line of the pitch. Swings and misses. And there's 2 away.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way. So credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
So digging in, Austin Wells. The pitch. That's down and in. 2 outs, base is empty. And now it's even up.
2-2.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Yanks held in check. And it remains 1-0. Back for more from the Bronx. Now it's Jose Ramirez. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Bellinger makes the catch. 1 away.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay close.
And the batter now is Rhys Hoskins. Though Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game.
3-2.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens.
Boog, do you think you could draw a walk in the bigs if we gave you enough at bats?
That's a good question. I think that if they gave the pitcher a false scouting report on me, yes, I think I could draw a walk. Man at first, one away. And that one fouled off. Outside.
2 strikes.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. Had him out front for strike 3.
Well, I don't think there's a hitter alive that hasn't at some point succumbed to that pitch right there. It just looks like it's in the zone the entire way, and then the top spin and gravity take over in the blink of an eye, and it's just such a tough pitch to lay off of.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Two outs. And another ball. Next pitch misses, and that's ball 3.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score.
Swing and a high fly ball to left. Brings it in for the 3rd out. One left for the Guardians, but they still lead it 1-0. Set for the bottom of the 3rd. Now the 3rd baseman, Ryan McMahon. When you talk about elite defensive 3rd baseman, this guy is at the top of the list. Next offering is in for a strike.
Stud. When you look at players like this, you play that hot corner. Got to be pretty courageous over there with the way balls come off the bat. That's the kind of guy that every year you expect him to be in the All-Star game and have a gold glove, if not a platinum glove.
Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's got a leadoff double.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. I love the approach he had right there with that pitch. Not trying to do too much, but still looking to drive it, and that's exactly what he's able to do into the opposite field gap for the double.
It's Ahmed Rosario. Next pitch is downstairs.
Decision to hold up with 1 out and the heart of the order coming up. Don't want to run into an out at home plate.
And up to the plate comes Cody Bellinger. The pitch. A little out front there as he swings through it.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
McMahon on 3rd. Rosario at 1st with no outs. Not even close there. The count now 2-2. And the pitch. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
He's gone off speed. He needs to elevate here with 2 strikes out of the zone.
The pitch. Wouldn't chase that time.
Going to low off that pitch down.
Aaron Judge on deck for the Yankees. Payoff pitch. And smashed towards center. Stretches out and hauls it in. Runner tags from third. He'll score on the sac fly. It's 1-1.
It was all over that fastball right there. I tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. That one finds the zone, and the count 1-2. And a pitch. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. He notches strikeout number 150 this season.
That's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
And here is Giancarlo Stanton. Runner takes off. There's a ball. Throw. Save. Chris, his wheels were the difference maker on that play. Just got in there.
Yeah, with StatCast's help, we see his top speed on this stolen base, and that's a big number. I mean, man, he really made his athleticism work for him on that one.
The pitch.
That's a ball.
Number 22 in the on-deck circle. Fouls one away, and now 3-2. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the second game of the series. The right-hander gives up the 2-out walk.
Well, you know this guy wants to swing it, but he's showing some good patience in this one. It's the second time he's taken ball 4.
So 2 down, and here's the first baseman. Tied up here in the early going.
All sliders so far in this at-bat to get ahead in the count, and it clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
2 on, 2 outs. And a swing and a miss. They limit the damage here. 2 men left stranded, but they do push across 1. 3 innings complete, all tied 1-1. Back at Yankee Stadium, to the batter now, Gabriel Arias. That catches the outside corner, and that's strike 2.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
Two down. Comes and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, that's a blue zone right there, or the cold zone on the hitting chart. Just doesn't have much success in that part of the strike zone. And a really good job of the pitcher executing. Try to go there as often as you can. The numbers are in your favor.
So up next, Angel Martinez. The 1-1 is fouled off. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
This one lifted in the air, left field. 2 down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
So now 1-2. Next offering misses down and away. Bounce to the left side. McMahon fires over to first. And that is the inning. Guardians go down 1-2-3. Still tied 1-1. Bottom of the fourth, and stepping in for the Yankees, Trent Grisham. Grisham, first round pick of the Brewers in 2015. Just off the inside edge.
You know, these Yankees showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
That one missed.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Got him swinging, and that's the first out.
Well, that was a tough slider right there. He couldn't get a piece of it just to try to keep the at-bat alive. And hitters will tell you that slider, when a guy's able to really tunnel the pitch where it looks like a fastball and then late has a really good bite, so tough to lay off of because you've made the decision you don't want to get beat by a fastball, and then you swing and you miss, you go back to the dugout shaking your head.
And next for New York, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
One down, base is empty. Fouls it off, still 1-2. And a pitch. Gets a piece and stays alive. Got it by him for the K.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of his zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Hard hit, left field, base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle. Allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Runner at first with 2 away. And now it's going to be Ryan McMahon. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Pulled the string on the changeup. 1 left for the Yankees. Score remains tied 1-1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top 5, John Shelby with Chris Singleton. And leading it off, Nolan Jones. The wind of the pitch. Lifted in the air down the left side. And there's 1 down.
The bat, the left fielder,
Stephen Kwan digs in for the Guardians. that fastball drilled him.
You know, Boog, you always say how important it is to have a good feel for the game. I say after the game, you step into the box, I'll throw some fastballs at you.
No, actually, I think we're good, Chris. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt.
Knowing that the pitcher wants a ground ball double play opportunity here, you've got to lay off pitches down in the zone. Right there, swinging at that pitch, that's a no-no.
In the dirt. And the runner stays where he is. Activity in the bullpen for the Yankees. De Los Santos getting loose out there for Aaron Boone. Warren also throwing. The 2-2. Bold strike 3 on the fastball, and that ran back over the inner half.
Well, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle, so I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
Next to hit, Rhys Hoskins. Got the back one too soon. It's strike 2.
In the 5th inning, and here he is about to throw his 100th pitch. Man, he's really had to grind through to get to this point.
Quad off of first with 2 away. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
2 outs.
Count is 3-2.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
David Fry on deck for the Guardians. Up the middle, Chisholm. Throws to first in time. That's out number 3. So it's no runs, no base hits, no errors, and 1 left on. Home half of the 5th coming up. All tied 1-1. Back at Yankee Stadium, we head to the bottom of the 5th. Here's the Yankees leadoff hitter, Ahmed Rosario. The 1-1 is fouled off. Here comes a pitch. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. And he deals.
Pitcher having a pretty tough time getting that swing and miss. 3rd foul ball in a row.
Here's a 1-2. Got him. Outside pitch got the better of him that time.
Simply said, this guy's flailing at the plate right now. Just disconnected from head to toes in terms of the sink of his body. That's his 5th strikeout in the series, and we're just 2 games in. So hoping to see some kind of adjustment out of him. His at-bats are just a little tough to watch right now.
Here's Cody Bellinger. 1 down, base is empty. Bounding ball here, rolls foul.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
Bellinger hammers one deep to right, reaching for it and brings it in.
The right fielder, number 99.
And now big number 99, Aaron Judge. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on-base and slugging too. What a stop! Over to first. In time. Got him. And that'll do it. So the Yanks go in order. Score remains deadlocked at 1. De Los Santos taking over on the mound.
And one thing on him, he's been really good this season at keeping the ball in the park. Not an easy guy to take deep.
Now it's the Guardians DH, David Fry.
The designated hitter, David Fry.
Slider misses outside. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Tim Hill getting loose out there for Aaron Boone. Bird, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. Line drive, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Everything came together for him. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Here's the second baseman. Righty delivers. The other way, McMahon. There's one, and that's two.
As a former player, watching 5-4-3 double plays brings back some adrenaline. It's such an exciting play, and it's always a great reminder of baseball being such a team sport.
Gabriel Arias getting ready to hit. 2 down, nobody on. The shortstop takes the ball. And he chases that one. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Tim Herron.
50th time he's come into a game this year. He's been relied on out of the pen quite a bit.
And now it's Giancarlo Stanton.
Well, he's been having a great year this year and hitting home runs at a good clip, and the matchup is very favorable.
Out to short. Tosses to first. Leadoff man retired in the 6th.
Now batting, first baseman, Van Wright.
And now the first baseman. All tied up here in the bottom of the 6th. Ground ball up the middle, and that chance handled. Gathers and throws to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Good arm side run and sink on that pitch right there. Got inside on him and got him to bounce into that out.
Now at the plate, Trent Grisham. And a swing and a miss there.
Going to really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And the Yanks go quietly. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Tim Hill.
He doesn't get a lot of strikeouts compared to other relievers, so he relies on getting that soft contact and the defense doing the work behind him. They'll have to be on their toes with him on the mound.
And here it comes. Late swing, fouled off. The pitch. Fights that one away, still 1-2. At the belt and fires. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Foul ball still, 1-2 count.
5 foul balls in a row. I have no idea what that feels like, but you got to love this battle. Just wondering who's going to blink first.
He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an attack like that one.
It gets talked about a lot, but A good high fastball in a two-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. But with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate, so very difficult to get the barrel on it.
Kicks and deals. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. One down, base is empty. Battling here as he fouls it away. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, I'll tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
2 outs. Next pitch in for a strike, and the count is 1-2.
2 strikes.
Out to short. Rosario whips it to first on the run. Guardians go down in order. Set for the last half of the 7th, and stepping in for the Yankees, Jazz Chisholm Jr. And that's off the inside edge, and a count 2-1. Swings through that one out in front that time.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, and he's down on strikes. 1 out.
And there's another strikeout, and those are just continuing to pile up. His confidence level has got to be dropping. He's got to find a way to make an adjustment and get back on track. His team needs him.
And here's the catcher, Austin Wells. The 1-1. Foul ball there. And now the lefty. And there's a ball.
It's a good take.
2-2 now.
Hopped up. Arias moving under it. Makes the catch for the out.
The batter, the third baseman, Ryan
McMahon steps to the plate. The lefty fires. That one finds the zone, and the count 1-2. 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom of the 7th. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. In with a double, and the go-ahead runs at second with 2 out.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
And here is Ahmed Rosario. And that one fouled off. 2 down, go-ahead run in scoring position here in the 2nd game of the series. Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Jake Bird.
And as relievers go, he's not a big strikeout guy. He tries to force weak contact, so command and execution are huge for him.
And now, Stephen Kwan.
The left fielder, Stephen Kwan.
To start the inning.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
Here's Jose Ramirez. Check on the runner, and he's back in there.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Here's a 1-1. Good eye in that spot.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
And a pitch. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Runner takes off. Ball misses. Throw to second and great jump. And the righty deals. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
The first baseman, number 12, Reese Hoskins.
First and second, no outs. Stepping up for the Guardians, Reese Hoskins. There's the strike. A big first out.
So far, just one of those days for this lineup. You get a couple of runners on, and you're looking at having a big inning, and that strikeout right there just pours water on the fire. Look for the next hitter to step up and try to do something, pick up his teammate and his club.
2 on, 1 out. Now the 4-hole hitter for the Guardians, David Fry. Just missed. Two on, 1 out. Fought off foul. The 2-2.
Helpful.
At this point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
Number 10, next to bat for Cleveland. Outside, and that is ball 4.
Well, the stage has been set for this offense, Boone. It's all about creating opportunities, and this is one of them right here.
So bases loaded with 1 away. Now it's the second baseman. And the right-hander deals. And a count 1-2.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boone.
Left-hand batter waits. On the ground to second, might be 2. Flips it for 1, and that's 2.
This team is ready to make a play with the bases loaded. Excellent job of execution there. You turn the double play, and the inning is over.
pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Hunter Gaddis.
Left-handed batter at the plate, and he's been excellent in those matchups this year, so this seems like a calculated move.
Bellinger up to hit.
If you don't get ahead in the count,
No
you
left
can
field.
forget about having any success against him.
Right-hander kicks, deals. And a count 1-2. Left-hand hitter waits. That one is absolutely belted. And it one-hops the wall. Safe at second with nobody out, and that double has the go-ahead run and scoring position.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great. Now a good opportunity to potentially jump ahead in this game here in the later innings.
Here comes Aaron Judge. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Bellinger on his way home. The throw home. Safe.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Now here's Giancarlo Stanton. The pitch. And a foul ball. And the pitch. Double play ball to second. Good feed. That's one. On to Hoskins. Double play.
He's so good at coming across the bag and snagging it with the bare hand to throw. I like the flair that he brings day in and day out.
And here's the first baseman. 2 down, nobody on.
Ball 3.
Three-1, and he couldn't come up with it.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted in first base with a quick free pass.
So digging in, Trent Grisham. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
It's had a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
Kicks and fires. Ripped on the ground to second. To first. That's the inning. But the RBI single pushes across a run. Last chance coming up for the Guardians. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, David Bednar.
This guy's a strike thrower. He's done an excellent job of avoiding walks so far this season.
That's down and in. And fouled off. Looking to get the tying run on base. That's off the mark. And now 3-2. Angel Martinez to bat next. Payoff pitch. Ball 4. He walked in. And that keeps things
it's tough after falling behind a hitter, 2 balls and no strikes, but now at least he gets a fresh start against a new batter. But he needs to get back into the strike zone and start pitching with conviction.
The pitch. Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time.
Well, those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Two. And another ball. Bo Naylor waiting for a turn at the plate. High fly ball out to left field. Bellinger drifts towards it. Brings it in. And there's one down. He's 2 outs away. And here is Bo Naylor. The pitch. Just missed. Trying to close out a 1-run lead here at the top of the ninth. There's a strike.
Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days. I never had a chance.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
That right there is one of those breaking balls that you swing through and you feel like you should have done something with it or at least spoiled it away. But when it's breaking in on you like that, if the spin is tight enough, it can actually tie you up.
Last out for the Guardians in this one. And up next for Cleveland, Nolan Jones. Next offering is downstairs.
Right now, they're looking for something hit hard into the gaps, give them an opportunity with 2 outs to score that run from first.
Two outs. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. The Guardians down to their final strike. Got him! And that is the ball game.
He's up to triple digits with that save, 100 for his career now, and he's become an artist when it comes to closing out ball games.
And your final score here today, 2-1. They hang on to win it by a run. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon. And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Cleveland Guardians taking on the New York Yankees. With Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi, and we got a rubber match on our hands today, partner.
Yeah, the final game of a 3-game set. They've split the first 2, and regardless of how important a series is within the larger picture of the season, it's a game you want to get up for. Every series win feels good, so we should see a fun matchup in this one.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about ready to go. And on the mound today, Garrett Cole. What do you look for here?
He's racked up over 2,000 strikeouts in his career. He's such a competitor out in the mound. So fun to watch him work. I'm excited for this one.
Stepping up for the Guardians, Stephen Kwan.
The left fielder, Stephen Kwan.
And another ball. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. And there's one away. Here's the Guardians lineup now. Hoping for a good showing in this one from their cleanup hitter, Bo Naylor.
Oh, there's no doubt he's an important bat for them and one they want to get going as soon as possible. Now, with that said, It's important that he doesn't let that pressure just snowball and get out of control. I'm just looking for good at-bats from him today and see what the outcomes are.
2-1 now. Fastball for a strike. Out there to center. Grichuk drifts towards it. He's there. He's got it. And there's 2 away.
Batting third.
And the batter now is Rhys Hoskins. 2 outs, base is empty. Swing and a miss.
He's looking pretty sharp to start the ball game. He's got that good fastball working early.
The wind and the pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Guardians fail to score. And now the Bombers will get their shot. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here in New York, our starter in this one, Joey Cantillo. And Chris, pitching on the road has not been particularly kind to him.
Yeah, and you don't want to be too quick to say that he can't pitch on the road. Sometimes, it's just a matter of luck. It's not having a feel. Difference between the bullpen mound to the mound out there on the playing field. Don't know what it is, but I know this. He's got good enough stuff to overcome and get it done on the road as well as at home. So we'll see what he's able to do in this one.
At the belt and fires. Well, that's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Nice job at driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Here comes Cody Bellinger. And now the lefty.
Ball. That's inside.
Runner at first with no outs here. High fly ball near the pole. That one is foul. 2-2 now. Fights it off. You'll see another. Ripped into right center. And that should be extra bases. Coming home. He will score, and the Yankees take the lead. 1-0.
Back-to-back base hits. Just a solid swing right there. Got it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. Man at second.
That's a ball.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
The pitch. And a miss, struck him out.
Oh, really went aggressive in with that slider. Good two-strike pitch right there. At worst case scenario, it's weak contact in play. Exactly what he the catcher wanted.
Giancarlo Stanton to the plate now. And a pitch. Late on that fastball.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Runner at second here, 1 gone. And another ball. That one ripped. Martinez makes the grab for the second out.
Batting fifth, the second baseman.
Here's a look at Aaron Boone's lineup for the Yankees. All right, Siggy, how about all the talent in this lineup?
Well, in this day and age, if you can't slug and get on base, that OPS has to be at a certain level. If you're going to produce runs, give your pitchers an opportunity as they're facing tough offenses as well.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. First inning going a bit long, 23 pitches to this point. And now 2-1.
1 strike.
And a pitch. And that one is lifted in the air. Should have this one. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. Yankees strike for a run on the RBI double. It's now 1-0. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, Bo Naylor at the plate now. And a pitch. And strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And another ball.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Gary Simmons has the plate duty in this one.
Well, with Simmons, it's not always your standard strike zone, Boog. It kind of gives a little extra in some parts of the zone and then can be tighter in others. But I think the important thing is he doesn't get labeled as inconsistent, so you got to stay ready up there.
Got it.
Goldie takes it himself. Leadoff man retired here in the second.
The first baseman, number 9, Kyle.
So digging in, Kyle Mansardo. Yeah, one of those umpires you just have to know what to expect, right?
Exactly.
Just missed. That one misses, and the count is 3-1. One down, base is empty. That smash towards center. He's got it. 2 down.
Batting fifth, the right fielder.
And now the right fielder, George Valera. And that one is lifted in the air. And that'll fall for a base hit. Now he'll turn for second. Check that. He'll stop at first with a single after putting on the brakes.
The second baseman.
Here's Brian Rocchio. 2 outs. Base hit, left center field. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
Back-to-back singles, that pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
So 2 down. Here's the center fielder, Angel Martinez. 2 on, 2 outs. Swings and misses. And now 2-2. And another ball. So both runners should be on the move here on the full count pitch.
Yeah, this is a good chance to tie up this ball game. See if he can find some open grass in the outfield.
3-2. Spoils the two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. The Yanks leading by a run here at the top of the second. And there's ball 4.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
So up next, Gabriel Arias. Right-hander kicks, deals. And misses. It's a strikeout. 3 left for the Guardians. They trail here 1-0. Back for more from the Bruns. We head to the bottom of the second. Randall Grichuk now.
Randall Grichuk.
The pitch. In the air, left field. Quan settles underneath it. Makes the catch for the out.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
This is off the inside, and that's ball 2. One out, base is empty. Hard hit left side. To first, and there are 2 outs.
Batting in, the shortstop.
2 outs, base is empty. And stepping in for the Yankees, Anthony Volpe. 2 down, nobody on. Pitch misses, and it's 2-1. Lined, and that's a base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. Nice line drive to the whole side. Hit it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
And here's Paul Goldschmidt. The pitch.
Ball, that's inside.
Snap throw to first. And he's back in standing. Volpe off of first with 2 away. And a foul ball. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Pulled the string on the changeup. The Yanks lead 1, but they still lead it 1-0. On to the 3rd inning. So in now for Cleveland, Stephen Kwan. And now 2 balls and a strike. Swings through that one out in front that time. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Well, that was a really good job setting him up right there. Pitcher and catcher working together to finish him off with the fastball. And even though the location probably wasn't what he wanted, the sequence is what got the job done. Clearly late with the swing after seeing the off-speed stuff on the pitch before.
Here's Jose Ramirez. On the corner for a strike. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. kicks and fires. And another ball. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens.
Tasked with 1, 2, and 3 to start this inning, but no trouble so far. I'm sure he'd love to strike out the side here. Make a little statement, but you got to be composed in this spot. Focus on getting this next guy. You got 2 good outs. Want to get the third one and avoid the middle of that lineup coming up with a base runner. Could become dangerous.
And it's Rhys Hoskins up to the dish. And a base hit. And that extends the inning.
Now back, the catcher, Bo Naylor.
Bo Naylor digs in for the Guardians. 2 outs. And there's a strike. Righty delivers. And that is that. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. Yankees 1 and the Guardians nothing. Back at Yankee Stadium, and now it's Ahmed Rosario.
The third baseman, Ahmed Rosario.
Gets the outside corner with that one. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. And it beats him for the first out after the drop third strike.
No, there's a small sigh of relief right there. I mean, just to keep that speed off the base pass. It's not just the pitcher. It's other guys that have to think about it. From your infielders, have to think about that runner potentially stealing, but also be in position to make a play. As an outfielder, you're thinking about a base hit to the outfield. I got to get to it quickly to try to keep this guy from taking an extra base. So I think everyone just a little more relaxed that he didn't reach base.
Bellinger up to hit. One down, base is empty. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Around first, heading for 2. Not stopping, he's going for 3. In there safely.
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the ball straight to it. That's great work right there.
Aboard here is Aaron Judge. There's a strike. On away with a runner at third here in the last half of the third. And down on strikes. 2 gone.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Giancarlo Stanton.
And now it's Giancarlo Stanton. And he grounds one to the right side. The throw to first, and they take care of Stanton for the out. And that is that. 1 left for the Yankees. They lead it 1-0. Back now in the Bronx. Start of the 4th. Stepping up for the Guardians. Kyle Manzardo. And the righty deals. Falling behind 2-1.
You know, these Guardians just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
The pitch. That's a laser base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
George Valera digs in for the Guardians. The pitch. Gets a piece and stays alive.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Righty to the plate. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Puts it away for the out.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Now it's the second baseman, Brian Rocchio. Here's a 1-1. Swinging a foul straight back. And the pitch. Good job to fight that one off. Ground ball right side, could be 2. Flips for 1. And Goldschmidt. That's 2. 1 hit in the inning, but nothing more than that. And midway in the 4th, Yankees 1 and the Guardians nothing. Back in the Bronx, ready to go, bottom 4. Here's the second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
You know, Boog, Jazz joined the ranks of Shohei Ohtani, Fernando Tatis Jr., and other young stars in baseball when he was named the cover athlete of MLB The Show in 2023. He says he always wanted to be on the cover of a video game, but never expected it to happen so quickly.
Swing and a miss. Slider got him for strike 3.
Well, one of the things that hitters will do is they'll look for that red dot on the baseball as it's coming in to let them know what the pitch is. And if they see the red dot, it's typically a slider. But when a guy's got a really tight one with high spin rates, very difficult to determine. And that's probably why we saw a swing and miss right there. Just a nasty pitch.
Now here is Randall Grichuk. Trying to get him to chase on the changeup that time. Base is empty, 1 away here in the rubber match of this 3-game series. Next pitch is outside.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
And he deals. Line to left, and it goes just foul. Kicks and deals. Got him looking. 2 away down.
Well, he froze him with the changeup right there, and I think he was so geared up for fastball. Once he recognized that it was off speed, he just wasn't able to make an adjustment. So a really good strikeout, and pitcher just won the battle.
One now. Swings through that one.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball.
That must be incredibly frustrating for the pitcher, but this is all about creating more action and speeding up the game, and it's working.
Takes it himself, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. So they make short work of him there. We're headed to the 5th, Yankees 1 and the Guardians nothing. All set for the start of the inning. So in now for Cleveland, Angel Martinez. That missed by a lot, and it's 2-1.
You know, these Guardians doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. Starter's leash has to be getting tighter with his pitch count where it is, but so far he's been really effective in this one. You know, sometimes it just takes getting to the bullpen in order to be able to score runs, and that might be the case today.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Gabriel Arias. Swing and a miss. And a count 1-2.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
The 2-2. That one missed. And he walked him.
Pitch count's getting up there now, and not saying that's the reason for this walk, but this is the point in the game when every sign of wavering starts to get everyone's attention.
And a 1-1. Chopped to the right side. Golden. Fired to second. Over to first. Safe.
Well, that was going to be a really tough one to turn 2 on, so a nice job to get the out at second right there. Hold on to the baseball. Shortstop clearly paid the price, but that kind of comes with the territory.
Now it's Jose Ramirez. 2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. Fall off foul. And another ball.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Rhys Hoskins up next. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Here comes a pitch. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. And the right-hander deals. And ball 4, 2 aboard. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at-bat.
Not what he wanted to do there, Boog. That keeps this inning alive and gives this offense a good chance to cut into their deficit.
First and second, 2 down. Stepping in, Rhys Hoskins. Quan over at second. Ramirez at first, 2 out of the inning. Next pitch is outside.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Down the line, it's a base hit. Quan headed for the plate. Here comes the throw. And he's in safely at third. As a run scores. Now the tag at second, and he's out. Trying for 2. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. So 1 run on 1 hit. No errors, and a runner left. Home half of the 5th coming up. All tied 1-1. Back in New York. Bottom of the inning. Now it's the shortstop, Anthony Volpe. Trying to get him to chase on the changeup that time.
You know, these Yankees, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. We've already seen 8 line drives from them, and it's always a good sign when the ball is jumping off your bat, and that's what this offense has been doing so far today.
The batter, the first baseman.
Now it's Goldschmidt up to the plate.
Goldschmidt.
This to third. And And they get Goldschmidt for the out.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Ahmed Rosario stepping in now for the Yankees. All tied up here in the third and final game of the series. Next offering is downstairs. Into center and a base hit. And that extends the inning for Cody Bellinger.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't...
That ends the inning, so we take a break. One hit, one left. 5 innings complete. All tied 1-1. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Kevin Castro.
And this is his 40th appearance of the season, so he's starting to log a decent amount of work this year.
Here's the catcher, Bo Naylor.
The catcher, Bo Naylor.
Left-hand hitter waits. Strike 2. Action in the pen down there. De Los Santos preparing to come on if needed. Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Base is empty, 1 away, and we're the top half of the 6th. One down, base is empty. Just misses. Now 2-2.
It's a good take.
The wind of the pitch. Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. Wells down to first, with no chance to recover. He'll reach after the strikeout.
Well, you don't see it very often, but every once in a while, a guy strikes out and still somehow ends up safe on first. And when it happens, you kind of scratch your head. But I guess sometimes a pitch is so nasty, it makes everyone miss. Now they're going to have to get more than 3 outs in this inning.
Go-ahead run on base. Next to hit, George Valera. With the go-ahead run at first here in the rubber match of this 3-game series. That one not close. And the count is 2-2. Swing and a ball popped up. Rosario in position. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's 2 down.
The batter, second baseman, Ryan Rocchio.
So 2 down now, and here is Ryan Rocchio. 2 outs. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Rosario drifts towards it. He makes the grab, and that is that. So no runs, no hits, and 1 error, but they leave him stranded. Heart of the order, 3, 4, 5 coming up. All tied 1-1. And we're back. Here we go, bottom 6. And stepping in for the Yankees, Aaron Judge.
Well, in terms of hitting rocket home runs, Judge is near the top of that list. Only Giancarlo Stanton has hit more with greater exit velocity than Judge. Look out, though. Shohei is quickly climbing those charts.
The pitch. Stays alive. And now the lefty. On the line, base hit. And aboard on the leadoff single.
I really like the approach of that swing. That was a good changeup on the corner, but he recognized it early, didn't get jumpy, and just smacked it to the opposite field.
Giancarlo Stanton at the plate. That one just misses. 2-2. All tied up here in the bottom of the sixth. And that's sizzling on its way through to the outfield. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Oh, just a nice job coming through a pretty high leverage spot right there. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
First and second, no outs. Now it's the second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Ground ball left side, could be two. Feed to second, that's one. How about that double play?
Got what he was looking for on the mound right there, and his infielders took care of business. Pretty textbook execution between short and second to turn that into 2 outs.
Randall Grichuk, the next to hit. The 1-1. Late with the swing there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
With the go-ahead run at third, here in the third and final game of the series. On the ground to short, Arias. To first, that's the inning. The Yanks lead 1. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, De Los Santos.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
Stepping up for the Guardians, Angel Martinez.
Number 1, Angel Martinez.
That's outside. 2-1. And a base hit. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field. So that definitely felt good.
Go-ahead run on base. Gabriel Arias digs in for the Guardians. At the belt and fires. The shortstop takes the ball. The go-ahead run aboard at first. Nobody out. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
And here it comes. This to center field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down.
The batter, the left fielder,
Stephen Kwan digs in for the Guardians. Outside low, and it's 2-1.
Going to lay off that pitch down.
Right-hander kicks, deals.
Yep,
And
that
there's a
ball went
ball.
out.
At this point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
Jose Ramirez next to bat for Cleveland. Right-handed reliever. Inside ball 4. And now it's going to be Jose Ramirez.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
And that one fouled off.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
And another ball.
They tried to get him to go, chase the pitch down and away, but he wouldn't bite.
One out. The go-ahead run is at second. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Nice work there to get the strikeout, and that's a big second out. I'll tell you, this home crowd will be fired up. They can get out of this and leave that go-ahead run stranded in scoring position. This is a big moment in this game.
So first and second with 2 outs. Rhys Hoskins now at the plate. Next pitch is outside. And he hits a ground ball right side. Over to Goldie. They miss a big chance to take the lead here late. Guardians strand a couple. Still tied 1-1. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Matt Vesta.
He doesn't get a lot of strikeouts compared to other relievers, so he relies on getting that soft contact and the defense doing work behind him. They'll have to be on their toes with him on the ball.
And here is Austin Wells. And the pitch. And a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That pitch just misses the inside corner. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Righty delivers. Battling here as he fouls it away. And that's outside. Outside, and that is ball 4.
Well, that could be a tone setter for the inning. 4 straight pitches and the leadoff batter's on base. We'll see if the next guy waits until there's a called strike before he takes the bat off the shoulder.
Anthony Volpe stepping in now for the Yankees. Volpe having more success against left-handed pitching this season, as might be expected. That's outside. And the count 2-1.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
That's a little bit low.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Bert.
Paul Goldschmidt on deck for the Yankees. The 3-1. On the ground right side, forward. Tosses to first, and 1 away in the bottom of the 7th.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. The job was to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score the go-ahead run. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at-bat.
With the go-ahead run standing at second, here the bottom of the 7th. In there at the knees.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swings and misses, struck him out. Big strikeout there as he works to strand that go-ahead run at second base, but job's not done yet. Got to get that last out before you can exhale and get back into the dugout. It's kind of tough to do with this home crowd applying so much pressure.
Back to the top of the lineup, Ahmed Rosario getting ready to hit. Here's a 1-1. And that's it for a base hit. Here comes the runner. Fires it to the plate. And he's out. Put down, and that ends the inning.
Trying to take the lead in the late going. Can't blame them, but the defense was having none of that. Close play at the dish. The tag applied just in time, and we'll push on with a tie ball game.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Tim Hill.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
And now here is Bo Naylor. And another ball. And a pitch. Late that time, it's strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
On the ground to third. Jumps, throws. First out in the top of the 8th.
You want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
And up next for Cleveland, Kyle Manzardo. And a pitch. Late on that fastball.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 8th. Got him swinging. And now George Valera.
A little surprised we don't see a pinch hitter here with the lefty-lefty matchup.
2 down, nobody on. That's hard hit in the line. Gritchick calls it into Indiana. The Guardians go down in order. Score remains tied 1-1. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Sean Armstrong.
Now number 33, Sean Armstrong.
Here's Cody Bellinger.
For the Yankees.
He's a big, strong guy. Can untie this game with 1 swing.
And a count 1-2. Got him. 1 out.
Well, we saw a solid effort out of their starter. The bullpen is following suit. It's just a good day as a manager, as a pitching coach. When you can hand the ball off to multiple arms and get stability from all of their performances.
And now big number 99, Aaron Judge. Swing and a miss. Going to count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ballgame.
Here's Stanton now. The pitch. Outside low. Ball 2. 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Hard hit, right side. He takes it on his own, and the Yanks go quietly. So the Yanks go in order. It's the 9th, and we are tied. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Jake Bird.
And he's had his struggles so far this year, as you can see the inflated ERA. Looking to bring that down a little bit right here.
So in now for Cleveland, Ryan Rocchio. Bounced up the middle. Volpe fires to first on the run. Oh, he throws it away.
Just kind of sailed that throw and pulled it across his body towards the right field side of first base, and usually that means the fielder just didn't square up his shoulders to the target, and I think that throw had just as much to do with his footwork as anything else.
No outs, runner at first. Stepping up for the Guardians, Angel Martinez. Base hit into First and second now with nobody out.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit. Really important at bat coming up now.
And now the shortstop, Gabriel Arias. And time called at the plate. Maybe trying to slow things down here at a crucial spot. First and second, no outs here at the top of the ninth. High fly ball, right field. Judge is there. Makes the grab. Runner tags at second. To third, not in time. And it's runners at the corners with one gone.
Good read there at second base to move up to third. Now it's a lot easier to get that run in with one away.
So the lineup flips over. Now the left fielder, Stephen Kwan. Runners at the corners, one away. Here in the rubber match of this 3-game series. That's a base hit. In comes the runner from third, and a 2-1 ball game now.
Picks himself up at RBI. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch you could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
2 on, 1 out at the plate. Jose Ramirez. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. So first and second with 2 outs. Next for the Guardians is the designated hitter, Rhys Hoskins. 2 on, 2 outs. Hit hard, base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate, and it gets by him. 1 run across. Another scores. 2 runs in on the play, and they lead by 3.
Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
New pitcher for the Yankees, Camilo Doval.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year, so the defense should be active.
Man at second here with 2 away. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Bo Naylor. The pitch. Foul ball there. The pitch. That one misses. And it's 2-2. Man on second, 2 down. Now a bullet to second base, but he's got it to end the inning. The 3 score in the inning. 2 of them on this 2-run double. It's now a 4-1 ball game. You're watching Cleveland Guardians baseball on the Show, Ohio. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, number 36.
Save opportunity for him right here, and he's their guy. Time to lock this one down and get out of here with the W.
Here's the second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
The second baseman.
The Yankees looking to rally. The 1-1. And a foul ball. Here's a 1-2. Got it by him for the K.
I love to see guys compete, and I know he's frustrated that he wasn't able to do anything with that pitch. You see it so well, but you have to respect the upper 90s velocity, and it is hard to catch up to.
Kicks and fires. In for a strike, and it's 1-2. The Yankees trailing by 3. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Hit on the ground to the right side. He steps on the bag. 2 up, 2 down.
The catcher, number 28, Austin Wells.
So they're down to their final out. And here's the catcher, Austin Wells. This guy, one of the best defensive catchers going. You talk about framing, the ability to block, catch, and throw. He is at the top of the game. Sends it to center, and that's going to do it. And that'll do it. The Guardians claim the win here behind some great pitching and defense.
This is a huge win to take this series on the road before heading back home. You go home feeling good about yourselves. You've got some good momentum. But at home, you also have a higher expectation to play well. So they're going to have to maintain the focus because those fans are expecting a lot.
4-1 the final here today. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.
The final line.